So, God of War Studio hiring for multiple games, PS Plus Extra and Premium games leak along with new PS1, PS2, PSP classics today, and Wolverine PlayStation 5 news has people worried. Those are the stories we're going to go over today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, do you want an Atreus spin-off or a new Kratos-focused God of War game next? This has been a conversation in the God of War community for a bit now. For me personally, I would rather get another Kratos-focused God of War, but that's just me. What about you? So comment below, would you want an Atreus spin-off or a new Kratos-focused God of War game? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, God of War Studio new games. Reading from PlayStation Universe, Sony Santa Monica Studio, the developer behind God of War Ragnarok, has revealed that it is staffing up for a new unannounced project with multiple job roles now open, including artists, designers, and programmers. The recruitment page reveals that there are a wealth of openings available, including cinematic artist, lead, procedural technical artist, concept artist, associate technical level designer, associate producer, and many more. There are no details about the actual project, but it's obviously in very early stages at this point. Back in April 2024, Sony Santa Monica revealed it had 24 new job openings for its new project, although interestingly, the description for senior combat designer revealed that experience with God of War and God of War Ragnarok is preferable, indicating it would be another God of War title. So, Sony Santa Monica released God of War Ragnarok back in 2022 and released God of War in 2018, 4 years apart. Ragnarok was actually supposed to come out in 2021, 3 years, but actor injuries led to delays, so the studio seems to be efficient if they were targeting 2021, because again, they released God of War in 2018 and then 2 years later teased the next game. That's very quick in this industry. At this point, we know they're probably working on at least 2 projects at the same time. This includes Cory Barlog's game, his project that he's been working on since probably 2019, considering he wasn't the lead on Ragnarok. He was working on something else. Beyond that, considering they specifically mention in 2 job listings that they need developers familiar with the combat from God of War, this tells you they're either working on the potential Atreus spinoff or directly have moved on to their next God of War project. I personally hope if they do an Atreus spinoff, Kratos is in there somewhere and playable, but as I've said before, I'd rather want them just go to the next God of War title and maybe explain what happened with Atreus after Ragnarok just to fill us in and go on to the next adventure. Cory's project is probably set next to release from the studio, so I hope we get a glimpse of that later this year, considering how long it's been. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now, diving into the second story of the video, PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium games leak and new PS1, PS2, PSP games today. So, this is a pretty quick story. Yesterday, website Deal Labs, who have yet to be wrong at this point, have leaked a partial list of games set to be announced for PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium today. The list of games include Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, Remnant 2, Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous Enhanced Edition, Mount and Blade 2, Bannerlord, No More Heroes 3, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes Complete Edition. The highlight of this list for me is Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion. I've literally had it on my list of games to play for some time now. I want to play it because it seems like a title Final Fantasy VII title. Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth are great games in many ways, but as I've said before, they are bloated heavily, especially in Rebirth's situation. So I want that Final Fantasy VII experience again, but with a smaller title, which is what this looks to be. Beyond that, for a lot of other people, No More Heroes 3 and Remnant 2 were highlights, Remnant 2 being the lead for a lot of people from those two. Keep note, this is a partial list, so we still have more extra games to be announced, but what I'm really excited for are the classic titles. What classic PS1, PS2, PSP games are they going to announce? Those are the ones I'm personally most interested in. Where's Medieval 2 for PlayStation 1 or MotorStorm Arctic Edge for PS2 or PSP? Give me the Suffering for PS2 as well. Recently we saw Time Splitters get rated for PlayStation 5, so this could be one of the PS2 games we get, which is an amazing addition. The Time Splitter games are great titles. A lot of people also want Sly Cooper 2 and Battlefront 3, of course, but I wonder if Sony's going to stagger those releases further on, maybe. Hopefully they do just release Sly Cooper 2 this month and Sly Cooper 3 next month and just have the whole trilogy there ready to go, but it feels like they might stagger it. We'll see how that goes. So many games to release. We gotta wait to see what they announce today, but you guys let me know, what classic games do you want to come back? Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, Wolverine news has people worried. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, Marvel's Wolverine PlayStation 5 story lead Mary Kenny has announced her departure from Insomniac Games for CD Projekt Red. Her move comes months after Wolverine lost his art director Aaron Habibipour, hopefully I said that correctly, to CD Projekt Red. Kenny, who was co-leading Wolverine story development, spent over 5 years at Insomniac Games, during which she worked on Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Her and Aaron moving on to new projects at CD Projekt Red doesn't come as a surprise, as work seems to be kicking off on the new Witcher game and Cyberpunk 2077 follow-up codenamed Project Orion. Meanwhile, Wolverine has been in development for a while and its main scenario and art direction are most likely already set. Today was my first day as a senior writer at CD Projekt Red, Kenny wrote on LinkedIn via Reddit. I can't wait to talk more about my project. I'm thrilled to be getting back into RPGs. So I've seen some people online kind of take this in a negative, really negative route. Some people, when realistically it's probably just people moving on to other projects because they're finished their work over at Insomniac Games. You would assume at this point for Wolverine, their art direction and story and narrative, that's set for the most part, considering it's been in development for over 3 years. Wolverine, according to leaks, is set to release in either 2025 or 2026, depending on whether Insomniac decides to, I assume, release Venom first or not. There's also talks of Spider-Man 2 DLC, which is also mentioned in the Insomniac leak and was also leaked by Insomniac themselves earlier this year via the Spider-Man 2 dev menu. Hopefully, we get some clarity this year at the potential PlayStation Showcase in September. But you guys let me know if you think Wolverine is a 2025 game or a 2026 game. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Give us the big show, please." We're almost at the September time period. August is next month, and hopefully this PlayStation Showcase is at the beginning of September. And they revealed this PlayStation 5 Pro. If you're excited for that big event, that big potential event, destroy the comment section with "Give us the big show, please." And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.